Ready? So for Mr. F, we're going to work a little bit. We were just doing a little bit with the pattern game, the up-down game. We're going to try warm it up a little bit with the pattern game that consists of working the find its. Ready, friends? So what I would do in the beginning, if let's say Mr. F's a little distracted, I know we have a neighbor behind him. So he says, what is that new dog doing in that other space? So he's a little concerned. Find it. So I'm just going to get him a little bit more cozy and comfortable doing a few find its just to get him in the groove. As he starts to do some check-ins, so give me some eyes there, I'm going to do a little moment where he has to go and find the food off to the side. So this is where the ping pong game is going to consist of when your dog finds your face and gives you some beautiful eyeballs, you're going to go ahead and feed them, but instead of doing the up-down game where you feed right in front of his feet, you're going to feed on the floor, but in the opposite direction from left or right. So that way your babe has the chance to reorient from the environment back to you. Yes. Nice. So let's say Mr. F gives me some eye contact. He said he just heard the train, and the train is a little bit spooky. So if there's an environmental moment where your puppy can't quite handle the skill or the task you were hoping to work on, I find movement behaviors like your find its can be helpful just in general. This way you can help your babe as opposed to being stuck and being unsure what to do. Movement can sometimes make them feel less trapped even though they might be on equipment anyway. Ready, friends? So there's the train again. We might even go yes, and then do a little bigger jackpot right on the floor. See if he goes and finds it. He's a little bit concerned about the funny choo-choo train passing by. Find it. So, but the benefit of find it just all on its own is to get your dog up and wiggling when otherwise they either freeze or pause or start scanning the environment, which could set them up for more uncomfortable situations, or if let's say they're a little overwhelmed, it might get them feeling a little bit more trapped if they start to shut down and get stuck in one spot. So movement can be very helpful. Ready, Fritz? Nice. So as he's practicing, we're going to see if he can again get some nice moments. He says, what is the wild woman doing? Nice job, Mr. F. Ready, sit. And if we can't get another behavior, like let's say a check-in with sit or name recognition, it could be that the puppy's a little overtired, a little overwhelmed. So I know the train just went by and he thought that was rather spooky. So sometimes his comfort range, there we go, yes, could lose a few moments of comfort. And then, but once his comfort range comes back, his abilities normally start to come back as well. So if you're finding at times that when you're asking for something, your puppy is not listening, it's not that they're trying to ignore you or be naughty. A lot of times they're feeling frazzled. So I always say if your dog or your puppy's giving you a hard time, they're having a hard time. So try to break down the steps into smaller, more attainable, successful moments, or make sure you're not rushing the steps. Yes. So because if we're rushing steps and your dog doesn't quite know what you're doing in the first place, yes, he may be getting more confused because we're going so quickly and all of it is so brand new, yes, that the dog may not understand the skill set. So remember, generalization can take weeks to months depending on the skill or the difficulty, or also on the dog and how well they perceive the comfort range of the environment and the skill set. So now as Mr. F is getting much more comfortable, I'm going ahead and feeding him for every time he does glance at me. Right now he was just listening to my little one sneezing. He was a little bit unsure if she's gonna make it. I sometimes will also feed the dog when they notice something that could be a little bit overwhelming and start to pair the thing that was a little bit surprising with the food. Ready, Fritz? Nice, find it. So sometimes we can help him work through the confusion or the spooky, or sometimes the overexciting scenarios. Nice. Then as he gets more fluid, you would be able to ask for beautiful other skills. So as he gets more comfortable, he might be able to offer sits or downs or consistent eye contact. And then you could be feeding your babe for some of those behaviors as well. So don't worry if he doesn't hold the position. We weren't asking for a sit or down stay. The main goal is that we're just creating some bounce back from the environment in the beginning. So if you're finding your puppy is having a little bit of a hard time, try to capture really great moments for them and make them into a big deal. Nice job. Gorgeous.